Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Taylor Short. Today we're coming to you from one of my herb gardens. Let me show ya. Can you guess? Can you name any of these babies that you see coming in? This is one of my favorite spots, and I am just cleaning up after the winter. And I'm just going to kind of talk to you as I work. So herb gardens are absolutely incredible because most of them are perennials. And perennials in the gardening world mean they come back every year, which means you don't have to buy herbs over and over and over and over. Herbs are like show you really the abundance in the natural world. And so I'm actually going to lower it down just a little bit. There, that's better. And so, yeah, herbs are mostly perennial. And as I'm doing here, I'm kind of managing what I like to call managing the garden because herbs are so abundant that most of them spread pretty prolifically and can crowd other ones out if you're not careful. And so as I don't use any pesticides or anything, which you never, ever, ever would want to use pesticides in your garden, but especially if you're using them as medicine. So this right here, my friends, is some St. John's wort. Doesn't smell like anything. St. John's wort is such a beautiful herb, as all of these are. It will grow to be about 3.5 feet, 4 feet maybe. And look at, I've got a waspy friend over here, as you'll get to know with me. I love doing herbalism and gardening to get to know all of the friends that I'm sharing this space with. And I love being a steward of the land and being a kind of a keeper of this space for all insects, for all animals, for all things. And you'll understand really quickly about me is I don't dislike insects or bugs. I actually see how beautiful they are. But anyhow, St. John's wort is one that gets to be, just thinking if I could show you guys that. Can't really see it. I don't know if you can see on the bottom here. There are little tiny pinholes. If you look and you hold the leaves up to the light, that's an identifying factor of St. John's wort. You'll see little tiny pinholes on the back of the leaf. And also when you have it goes into flower, there's a beautiful yellow flower that comes out. And if you kind of squish it between your fingers, it turns into like this massively stunning red vibrant color. And those are some identifying factors with St. John's wort. But it does spread quite a bit because, as I learned this year, is when I started collecting the seeds and saving some of them, there are thousands of seeds in a lot of these herbs. So I have to come in and manage some of these. And it's really just pulling these. And you better bet that these are going to go into medicine. So I'm going to keep these and I will be using them. And whenever you go into gardening and connecting with plants, it's important for me to be in a good headspace, to be in good energy. I really know, connecting to plants, there is a transfer of energy. And especially when we're working with medicine, like look at this leaf that I just found. It's decomposing, but nature is just so freaking incredible. It's just important for me to be in good space. And really, this is my happy place. So it's not very hard to do that. But I would say if you're harvesting medicine, it's not that you can't rely on the plants to help you, but I wouldn't necessarily harvest medicine when you're in kind of a challenging headspace. Yeah, that just came up for me. So what should we talk about? Do you see this here? So this, you see the little roots coming out of the bottom. That is what I just learned about this. I've been gardening for a while and I just learned that. And that's something else that's so cool in gardening is this is called a rhizome. And so plants grow and come back, perennials, in different types of ways and they spread. A rhizome is how my peppermint spreads. Let me see if I can show you here. So you see right here, you see it? This runner here, this is called a rhizome. So my peppermint plant starts all the way over there and it sends out these runners, which then turn up and go into their own shoot. And that's called a rhizome. These are really important to manage. So I actually go in and I just dig up with my hand and pull these out because you can see it's going all between my St. John's wort and stuff. So I can't do it one-handed, but I will go in and like gently pull them up. Let me just see if I can pull this one to show you. See there? Put you back. Do you see there? Wow, this is so incredible. This is going horizontal. Yeah, I always get those mixed up. Horizontal, and then starting to grow roots underneath of it. And then it will pop up a little peppermint. Oh my gosh, it's so fascinating too. Peppermint is one of the strongest mints. And you better bet I will be making a tea out of this later. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to introduce you to my garden if you haven't met it yet. In here, just so you know, I've got skullcap, like I was just saying. Catnip has popped all around. Catnip is one of my favies. St. John's wort. This is all sage here. I've got some parsley and more catnip, hyssop, thyme, lemon balm, echinacea, oregano, peppermint, parsley. I might have already said these in this bed. And last year I had borage that wanted to come in here, but borage just gets really, really large. Like the plants get to be at least like 3 to 4 feet wide, like 3 feet wide. And they're a lot. So they get it's too tight in here. So you want to manage your herbs so that, I mean, I guess you don't have to, but there will be certain herbs that will choke the other ones out. Like peppermint will like take over this whole bed if I don't manage it. Catnip as well, it will pop up everywhere. So um, oh, look, what else is here? A little earthworm. You guys, I was just doing research on earthworms the other day, and they are so incredible. Let's see what he does. And did you know that an earthworm can live up to 6 years? I mean, there's so many more facts that I was learning about earthworms, but these are the type of things that I want to keep helping you bring to you because we've kind of lost our disconnection from nature. And I feel like as kids, we got to learn about nature, but as adults, we stopped learning about it. And I really want to bring that back because it's something that I cherish and I love learning about from a scientific standpoint, from an intuitive point, from an experiential point. And I really do believe that the more we reconnect, I'm so distracted by all the crawlies in here today. It's so cool to see. But I strongly believe that when we reconnect and remember that we're intricately connected to the plants, to the insects, to the birds, that's where we heal everything. We heal ourselves physically, mentally, spiritually, and we heal the earth. So I'm such a big believer in that. And I'm just watching our little earthworm friend find a new spot. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions about gardening because I love to talk about it. And I will say I'm in Colorado, so that's where I know how to garden so far. But I can still answer some questions probably too. All right, sending you so much love. Bye.